211 at 454 South Main. Backup needed.
That's what's up. Ha-ha! Hoo-ha! What up? Welcome to another episode of Stonie Buds. If someone was to ask me right now, Stonie Buds, how you doing? You know what I would tell them? So good, my dog. And I'm just getting better and better as the day goes on here. Welcome to the Boarding House Podcast Studio, where I am now filming Stonie's Bud show. Let's go. Interesting lineup for you guys today. I'm trying to do something a little bit different, you know. Mix things up. Just keep it fresh, keep it exciting. Got some guests that are going to be, some friends, guests that are going to be rolling through. Today's kind of like a, if there was a video that's actually a photo, this would be it. This is your photo, ode to photo, kind of photo episode. If you're listening to this in your car or in some headphones and you're driving or something, there is going to be a lot of images that are going to be popping up, and it'd be nice to see them. But there's also going to be some good stories, and I think it'll still be highly enjoyable in your car without the visuals. But maybe afterwards you'll have to just go and check out the photos and see what we were all talking about. So, yeah, it's a new segment I'm going to be dropping called 1,000 Words. And this is kind of the pilot for it. And it's really going to be like probably just released alone, maybe twice a month or something like that, or just whenever they come out. And it's going to be a writer that sits down and goes over a stack of photos that one photographer shot. Today, it'll be myself and Deadlung. And, Deadlung, how you doing? Dog, he's not here yet, but give him one of those, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lungie. Shot with Lungie pretty much the most of his career. He definitely got out with Blotto and some other people here and there, but I definitely shot with Deadlung a lot. And for me, it started with shooting them on film, so it's hard to dig up some of these shots. But you know, I dug up like 15 photos, maybe 17, and he doesn't know which ones yet. So when he sits down, it'll be all fresh. Printed out these photos, and he's just going to go through them and talk about them and tell the behind the scenes story, which is pretty rad. And being that this is going to be a photo issue, I have another guest who's going to be coming in before Deadlung and talk about his newest cover that actually just dropped like yesterday, and that is Mikey LeBlanc, stand up, 50 years old, getting the cover. I mean, woo, baby, that is just, you know, you did it all. You did it all. That's incredible. That's just groundbreaking. So Mikey's going to sit down with us and talk a little bit. Before we do that, though, I wanted to get into a couple of things. The great people who watch this show have actually sent some things in, and I haven't had a chance to like say thank you or talk about them or show them or anything. So I'm just gonna rip through them super quick and show you guys what's been sent in and thank the people that actually sent them. Here's one that's pretty tight. Dan in the East Coast sent this. I'm not gonna send his full name. I don't want anyone to go find him and go get him. Original Boarding House T-shirt from back in the day. Andy Coughlin. This is awesome, dude. This is like first snowboard shop. One of the earliest snowboard shops and first ones in existence, probably. I mean, not the first in existence, but you know what I mean. There wasn't many back then. Boom. Original. They got Team USA just penciled in on this thing, you know. If you don't screen print it, just pencil it in. But this is an OG. Original. Right there, too. Snowboard, skateboard team. Thank you, Dan. It's so cool, dude. Really, really cool. What else do we got? What else do we got here? A lot of times I'm not going to show brand stuff unless they're a sponsor, just because then I'm going to be getting a million things. But this one kind of caught my eye. Or maybe it caught my nose. I don't know. But these are board wax, and they got boogers in the nose. I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but Booger Reds Wax 2-pack shop noses. So this is straight up boogers up in that thing, and they're just big noses, and it's board wax. thought that was pretty cool, or pretty funny, anyways. Dude, just sitting in there melting your nose down, and that's from Booger Reds. I don't know if he has red boogers or his name's Red, and these are his boogers, but either way, I like it, dude. Remember Hooger Booger back in the day? Woo! Funny, funny brand. If you've never heard of it, look it up. But how about that? Let's start a brand, man. Let's call it Hooger Booger. Why not? Always. Fart Boys International coming in correct, dude, with that packaging. Wow, dudes. You guys are like professionals, huh? When you get packaging like that, that's crazy, dude. That shit cray. Fish fillet. You know what I mean? What do we got here? Oh. Fart Boys. Fluorescent green. Love it. There was actually some shorts that went with this, and it kitted up perfectly. I kind of ripped those out. Already been wearing them. Got a little premature with those, if you know what I mean. This T-shirt's incredible. Love it. Another T-shirt. Bunch of stickers, man. Just stickers for days. Hundreds of stickers. I mean, I got enough stickers to last a lifetime over here. Fart Boys. Thank you, boys. Smells gassy in that package. Just kidding. It doesn't smell like farts in the package. Dude, this next one is from Daniel. And I got to say, dude, wow, what a thing to send to somebody. Because when I opened this box, I was literally like taken back to being, I don't know, 16 years old, 15, 14. And just the excitement of, oh my, look at this. This is insane. Let's widen this out a little bit. Yeah, dog. Original Maro lunch tray. Come on. This might be the actual one that that's being used by Jenna in the U.S. Open in 91, I want to say, but I'm not sure. I mean, not the actual one that she rode, but the actual same model. I mean, look at that hole pattern, dude. This is incredible. That shape, dude, the blunt shapes. We used to cut our boards down and use a plate, actually, put it over the nose, cut these, and get this shape. But these guys serve the shade up to us right out of the packaging. And this is a 137. Maro, not around anymore. Todd, you know about Maro, huh, big dog? Todd Richards. This is really dope, though. Daniel, this is insane. He also put a little note in that if he ever wants this back, he can take it back from the studio. I want to stick boards all over the place in here. Just cover this place with boards and really, I don't know, hopefully have some cool stuff. There's one more board in there. And it's beat to crap and painted over. And but you know what? It's very sentimental to me. This was the first board that I ever rode. And that, you know, that's for everybody. That's insane. We got Burton Elite 140. Look at this thing, man. Look at that. Look at that tail. Woo-hoo, baby. Yeah, and like he said, it's been painted over. But, you know, I don't care, dude. I love this thing. I'm gonna cherish this thing. And the base, dude, the base is legit, man. There it is. You can see where it used to have a fin right here, dude. Pretty crazy, dude. Whew. I don't know. Dangerous, but this is really, really, really dope, dude. I'm gonna have Dave Dolman come here and repaint it. Get those original graphics back. How sick would that be? Anyways. What else we got? Jake at Moonchild fired me over some goggles, dude. I guess they did some collabs. A little bit of a collab going on. So it's not I don't even know if there's any left of these. Are they on the site? I don't know. Go check. But they're dope. And it's always nice to have a freshie pair of the goggles, you know. Keep those eyes looking nice, dude. Old whiteness here. Woo. Pretty stoked. Or very stoked, I should say. Lenses, dude. Stack of lenses. We looking good, man. Thanks, boys. That's really, really cool. Very cool of you guys. What else we got? What else we got? Oh man, so my own merch came in. How about that, dude? That new Buds 23 that's going to be coming out, where I take photos, throw that Buds 23. This is my wife in Field of Dreams right here in Jamaica, from back in the day, very old. But you know what? I'm using a POD, is what it's called, print on demand, third party. So it takes a little bit. It costs a little bit more, I should say. But what I end up getting is the quality and knowing that whoever buys them is going to be getting them fast. They're going to be getting a really good product. There's warehouses. I think there's 4 of them. So no matter where you order, you could be in Australia, you could be in Canada, you're going to get it in the same time frame as if you were in Salt Lake City. So that's pretty cool. And it also keeps the cost down. When we were shipping to Australia before, it would be like you buy a hoodie, and then all of a sudden your shipping's more than the hoodie. It's like, dude, really? Can I really do this? Do I want to pay as much for shipping than I do to actually buy the hoodie? So this is an awesome solution, and man, they're killing it. And able to do things like custom tags, which I wouldn't be able to do the minimums before, but now I can have a Stonie Buds tag inside that's printed, and just a way better quality product. And what's really rad is I can order one of these things. I don't have to order I don't have to hit some minimums, dude. So I'm really, really stoked on that. And the embroideries too, dude. This embroidery is insane. This is part of the new sweatsuit. But it's dope, dude. Go to StoniesBuds.com. Check it out, man. That really, the supporting of the merch really helps out. So really appreciate that stuff. Yeah, also, if you're looking for some prints this Christmas, that's a wonderful gift, and this is the photo issue. So check out Andy Wright's website, dude. I know that he's worked hard to get more prints up on there, and just a legend. Check that out. He's going to be dropping some 1,000 words coming up. Probably be dropping the next one, actually, where it's his photos, and he's working with a rider that he worked with a lot. So that's going to be dope. Man, Yosh has a photo site where he's selling his prints. Mike Yoshida. I'll put all the links in the show notes for these. I know Blotto just dropped another Blotto book that he does. I think it's the phone book. But we'll check out his website. I'll put the link in there. It's just these things make wonderful presents, and they really help keep these guys out on the snow. Because it's equipment costs a lot of money. The money's not there like it used to be for travel and for equipment and to eat and all that. So it's harder, and it's rad to keep these guys out and keep them busy, because the images they're gonna bring back for us to see is worth it all. So buying a couple prints from their website is gonna go a long way, and keep them out shooting, gets a cool vibe going in your office or your family room, and yeah, it's dope. I think I got one more to show you guys for now. And man, this one was pretty clutch. Came in pretty clutch when I got out of the rehab and all that, and my wife and I got settled back in. It's crazy, dude. You're gone for like 45 days, and I'm back with my wife, very excited, and everyone is all excited before you get home. Then you get home, dude, and it's just like you're a criminal lurking around, and everyone's side-eyeing you, and anything you do is like, oh, you relapse. Like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, you just feel like, I don't know, it feels kind of crazy. And you also, some friends, you get a different vibe from them. You really find out who your friends are, and who are the people to keep close, and who are the people that maybe, I don't know, weren't what you thought, I guess. And, some people just don't call you anymore. Others you can just tell, and it's also, they want to give you space, too, so it's hard to even navigate it. They don't know how to navigate it, so maybe that's the situation. And it's just a big, confusing thing. But then there are other people who just reach out and get it on the table. They've done a little research on it their own. Like, man, T-Bird, looked it all up and just was so easy to talk to. And it was insane, dude. Scotty Whitlake, out of nowhere, just calling me and just letting me know that anytime, he's there, or he's not, I don't have to call him, whatever. Kevin Jones, just creeping up. Frank April just, calling me when he's finished working, and there was just like the love was there, and there was no judgment. And I know some of it was LeBlanc calling people and being like, "Dude, Ethan needs some support. Like, give him a ring," and that's dope. But same from this dude who sent me this, dude. This is like a new prized possession of mine. I don't know if you guys seen what is it, the Treasury or something. I can't remember the movie, but where they're trying to break in and steal fine art, and it's Mission Impossible, dude. And he's up on the wire, and there's lasers. That's gonna be the setup here. So don't come for this, man. I'm watching you guys. Woof. Bang. Let's back this up. Wow. Huh? If you don't know, now you know, man. I hope you know. Gucci Ghost right here, man. One of one, dude. This right here, man. Getting this, dude, at that time, with like no strings, dude. Just here's something rad that I make. Dope. This means a lot, dude. This is really, really dope. Gucci Ghost. Always wanted one of just a ghost like this too. Trevor, man, sick, dude. Love what you do. Everything you do is insane. Everything you do is insane. But anyways, enough of the show and tell. Hey, look at my stuff, people sent me. I'm just kidding. The thank you to everyone who sent stuff, man. That's really, really cool. Means a lot. And it's so fun, dude, to open up some of these packages and whatnot. But yeah, man, let's get into this thing. We got. She should be pulling up right now. We're gonna sit down and talk about the cover photo. Mikey LeBlanc in the cover at 50 years old. Let's do this, man. Mikey, woohoo! Yeah, I got Mikey LeBlanc sitting here with me.
What up, Buds fans?
Yes.
Thanks for having me, Ethan. Good to see you.
Dude, good to see you. And the reason we're having you in this special photo episode is you're the latest cover kid.
Yep, Slush Magazine.
Slush Magazine.
Big honor.
Dude, that when I saw the cover, I tripped out. I obviously instantly knew who it was. It's like trademark, Who else does that? But what's crazy to me is you just don't see a lot of the kids doing that, going out, going hard, going like, I don't know, just getting a photo that's so epic.
I got lucky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I got lucky. I mean, obviously I look for good photos, but I got lucky because that morning I was just, I don't really know Ted Borland. I know him a little better now.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And Meyer was like, yo, you should come meet up. It was Ted and a bunch of heads were over there.
Ted's kind of the spot lord, too.
I mean, I found that out this day because he was like, what do you got going? I was like, not a lot because there was snow in the city. Usually, a lot of people say Salt Lake's played out. There's not a lot of new spots, which is kind of true. You got to, if you're going to hit a spot, you got to step it up. But Ted was like, well, look through my phone. And he had this folder with over 500 photos.
I want to say there's like 800.
There's so
some
many.
crazy amount.
And this is
Ted
just
will have
Salt
to
Lake.
fact check this, yeah.
So I was checking these photos and that spot came through. And I was like, what's up with this spot? And he was kind of like, well, Jeff Holtz kind of has that spot. I think maybe Jeff even showed it to him. I'm not sure. You can clarify with them. And Jeff was there. So I was like, Jeff, let's hit this. Are you down? He's like, yeah, let's go check it. And so Dorklow, Freddie Perry.
Oh, he was there too.
Yeah, he was hanging, and we went over and peeped the spot, and I was like, oh, this is a good spot. And I knew immediately that I needed a photo. Like, the video was going to be cool, but, you're retired, Andy's retired, so Bobby Plum was my first call.
Ouch. Just kidding, dude. He's a dope.
I sent him a photo, and he was like, I don't know how I'm going to light this.
Ooh, true. I was tripping on his lighting. It was bold, dude, just throwing that in the stairs.
And he had about 20 minutes to set it up, and the whole time he was kind of tripping, like setting it up. He's like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to be able to light this. I don't know how it's going to look. And I was just like, Bob, you're a pro. You got this.
Facts.
But anyway, flip it back. I want to say thanks to Slush very much. It's an honor. And also, I would say at least we showed up with 4 people that were like going to be there, but then this kid Goop hit me up. And he's like, can my roommates come?
She had like
It was insane. There was like 10.
and it was a hallway.
It was like 10 to 12 people. So I brought this garden cart I have. There was like, we had to fill a hallway that your board couldn't turn in. Like, my board went to like 9, like not
Really?
80. Yeah, it's pretty tight. So all of a sudden we had 10 kids hammering this out. And by the time I got to hit it, there was like 30 people watching. It was like all the homies rolled up, Stacks, Baden, Spenny.
Wow.
And just chilling in their trucks and just
Were you
shoving.
stressed with that many people?
No, I wasn't stressed.
Amped.
It amps you up. Danimals was up top helping me out. Holst was running the winch. I think the bottom energy is one thing you can't get caught up in, but the top energy, you kind of want to have your center point. And I had Danimals up there kind of just like pulling the rope back for me. Holst was running the winch. And Danimals was he's like all about being
centered.
He's just
right?
about being smooth.
Yeah, and he like just has your best interest in mind all the time.
So he's like, just ollie it, be smooth, don't even think. And it was, pretty much.
Now, if you coming into this thing, you can't throw it sideways.
No, I mean, I think I speed checked. It was a thin hallway, like I said, and there's like a little 3-stair in the middle.
Yeah.
You have to like ollie in and get a little more speed. You could stop right before that, but there's no stopping. So you kind of
there's no stopping your end. When you drop, it's on.
Just send it.
Dude, did you think about maybe cutting your nose and your tail off?
No.
You go sideways, no problem.
Just think about ollieing it.
Dude, so you were first go, it's like,
just send it.
It's on.
Yeah. And once I did send it once, and I think I like went back seat, which was kind of whack of me. I should have just stomped it first try. But second try was what is in the video, the ride movie called Rated R. And then third try, I think, is actually Bob's photo. Because the first two he shot straight on, and then there was an electrical box that he climbed up on to get that kind of POV angle up top. Which
have you noticed his shoe?
No, I haven't seen
So
his shoe.
if you look, you know how wide angles are, right?
Yeah.
If you look, his shoe and his foot is in the very bottom left. You know what's crazy is wide angle and a flash is a hard combo.
Tell
it's like
me
the
about
softest.
the tech behind that.
Well, it's the softest like image you can shoot out there. You almost want to stay away from it. And I guess the reason why this worked, it's probably luck.
Yeah.
Bob, I don't know. It's probably luck, Bob.
It's all luck if it's Bob.
I think, one, he lit you up from the bottom. It was very close to you, but the hallway acted like just reflector, like bing, 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 bing. It lit you up everywhere. Otherwise, you would have had that crazy ghosting, and to the point where it would have been like not cool. And it just all worked in a way where it's just like, dude, this is a hammer. Right?
I was
certified
stoked.
A grade.
I was stoked to get to read the comments on the gram because it was like a lot of photographers were like
tripping.
That's an insane photo. Like Andy was like nightmare lighting situation, and I think you commented. Chris Corbett. I saw some heavies.
One thing for me is I have rules that you stick to, and one is like I would never throw a flash in the stairs like that because it's in the photo.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a choice.
He had no choice.
And the fact that he ran with it and owned it, and it doesn't bother, it takes nothing away.
Yeah.
And is like the most ideal way to do it, especially with the timing he had.
Yeah.
He had it's epic, really. I think it's like.
Dope.
But there's like certain rules that like you just don't. I'm sure he thought about it too. That's why he's like, how am I gonna light this? Like I can't just throw my thing down here. I can't put a tripod down here. Like
stressing hard.
I bet, dude. He was probably running around just freaking out, knowing what he had probably. Like if he shot it right. Andy's the photo editor. He can just cover. If he wants a cover, he's gonna give himself a cover.
Well, I think he was. I fucked with him all year too. This is a pretty fun backstory. So the whole year, I knew that was a good photo.
Yeah.
Like I didn't care if it was a cover, but when you see a photo and you're like, all right, this could be a cover.
Yeah.
So the whole year I was fucking with Bob because my contract was up with Ride Snowboards, and I'm like, look, I didn't really film a part. If you don't give me a cover, I'm getting fired, bro. Like I was like stressing on him and like kind of putting the pressure on, and we just had a really fun text exchange the whole year, but he was not going to give me that. And then,
he wasn't.
Yeah, so it was dope.
Who do we know who pulled the last? Like, all right, this is it. This is the cover. Do we have any intel?
I think they all.
Did they keep it secret?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Dude, that's
so
the best.
Meyer knew that I was fucking with Bob all year. So a week before I knew I had the cover, Myers sent me a fake contents page from the mag. He made it in like Photoshop. And he's like, Mikey, because he's in the photo.
Yeah.
Justin Myers in the photo.
Well, that's right. He's like straight up, him and his boots.
He's filming.
It's on.
So a week before they surprised me with the cover, Meyer was like, sends me this contents page. She's like, we made the mag. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I was kind of like behind the fucking scene, like,
just wish.
It's better than a contents page photo. Fuck.
He mocked it up as contents.
He fucked with me. So
gotta love Darth Meyer, dude.
He's so fucking diabolical.
Yeah,
he's
just
amazing.
a contents page too.
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
all,
yeah.
out of
It's
all
like the
things,
kind of like
dude.
kind of like the diss photo.
Yeah, that's hard. That's a harsh go right there. And to fully mock it up.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
He took the time.
It's
and then
epic.
It was sick. So I got home from a trip, and then Mike, Rav, and Naima were like, yo, Harry's doing a party at his house for this band called Boyfriend Sushi. Check out their new album. It's incredible. Boyfriend Sushi Town. So they were playing a show that night, album release, and they're like, hey, we're doing an album release party at Harry's. So we get over there. I'm kind of just hanging out, and like a bunch of people there. But it seemed normal because all these people like the band, and then Jeremy Jones walks up with Meyer with the cover, and at that point I had thought
we talking blow up, like
huge, like as big as the Mark Frank photo.
That big,
almost that big.
Woo!
So Jeremy's holding the cover, and I'm looking at it like I'm in the contents page. Like this is bullshit. These guys are fucking. So I didn't believe it.
You thought he was fucking with you again.
I mean, so
no, it's the contents page, guys.
It was dope. Yeah,
dude, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
One thing that I would like to bring attention to, I don't care if it's your first cover or your 44th cover. Yeah. When you get a cover, it's like little 8-year-old Christmas. You just got the best present in the world. Like it doesn't every time. It's just the most.
This one means
thing.
the most by far. I think the other ones, to be honest, I've told a couple people this, but I want to share it. Like, I had probably like 10 other covers, but those are
pretty good stats.
This is the only one that matters because I actually celebrated it. Like the other ones, I was kind of like, oh, cool, another cover, that's dope. But what's next? And I was so focused on my career that I didn't allow myself to take time. And now that I'm 50, I've realized, yo, this is like really rare, and I'm going to celebrate it. And I've been really feeling this one, so I'm really appreciative.
That's the other thing to touch on. 50.
Yeah, 50.
Cover.
50.
Dude, that is nuts right there. That's like... That's unheard of. In our sport, it's like you're pushing boundaries that haven't been pushed, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably the oldest person on the cover.
In
snowboarding, at least. But I will say this, too. I think the other thing, when I first saw the cover, you know how your mind will kind of move, and you'll be like, trip a little bit. I'm like, oh, did they just give me this because I'm old? So I stepped back.
Not that, dude.
I stepped back, and I was like, if this was... whoever on the cover, I would like this photo.
Well, and here's the thing, dude. I mean, they're running a business over there as much as they're making a cool publication. They got, 3 covers?
Yeah, I think it's 4.
4 covers.
4 per year.
You don't just throw one out because the homie's
true.
old.
That's true. That's true.
Let's just give him one.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot that goes into a cover. Yeah. It's a serious process, you know? I worked with Pat and them at Snowboarder magazine before he started Slush, and it's like, They go hard on that. There's so much that goes into a cover, and it's not just like, homie's 50, let's give him a cover.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I asked Meyer how it went down, and he was like, no, like he basically, I guess Bob pulls out, or maybe it was Bob. He's like, I give him like, 30 options, and then the whole team votes. Yeah. Kind of blind, and then they just.
Yeah, they don't even know who shot it.
Which is dope.
Yeah.
I think that's the dope.
Yeah, so that way it kind of pulls out those politics.
Yeah.
But it's serious business, and then they also have to formulate like, okay, we got to have this big mountain, we got to have this jump, we got to. They have all this stuff that has to come together, so it's really like it's a magical thing.
Yep.
And the photo's got to be dope, and your photo is dope. Dude.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm honored and really grateful. So
it's Is it as big as it looks, or is there a little bit of wide angle going on?
It's pretty big. It's like it's 25
That's
stair
big,
with a pretty good gap in the middle. And I think what makes it cool is it's 25 stairs with a gap, but then it's really skinny. Like if you tried to 180 it, you're gonna hit. I was riding on 47, and I would have hit my nose and tail if I hit the walls, which makes it unique. The other thing I love about it, if you want to check it out, It's right by the Whole Foods in Salt Lake. So I always love spots.
Nice, dude. Just throwing a spot out.
Why not?
Yeah, dude. I was gonna actually. That was my question. Next question was like, how have you never seen this?
I love spots that people can roll up on real easy because, like, it's cool to hit a spot in the middle of nowhere because no one's ever hit it. But I really love it. Like, the reason why I like the ollie at Brighton that you shot.
Yeah.
Was that everybody goes to Brighton and they get to roll up and trip on it
and see it and be like, dude, I can't believe we did that.
Because you see it in a video, and sometimes a video shot looks good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't. I've seen a lot of videos even this year where I've snowboarded for 40 years, so I know.
Is that the stat? 40 years?
Yeah, 40 years. Yeah, when I first started.
Did I get it?
First time I tried it was 83.
83.
And
dude.
then, but you know, when you see a spot like that in person, you can just kind of hang out with it and kind of meditate on, be like, what would it be like to send this? So to answer your question, it's pretty big. Probably could have switch ollied it. But that, I don't know, that electrical box is gnar.
Yeah. What's cool now is I want to go down there and look at it. So, I'm sure other people are going to do that. What I wonder is, you're 50, dude. What is there advice for people that are snowboarding that are, let's say, 50, 40, 30, even? Like, how do you keep up at that level? And these guys, they don't need to go jump through a hallway and do what you're doing, but how do you?
Hot dog in a hallway.
Yeah, hot dog. It's like a hot dog in a hallway scenario. But how do you any advice to keep bodies moving at a level that you're happy with, that you're not coming? You know what it is when you hit a jump and you're like, what just happened? Like, I suck. Yeah. How do you stay sick like you are?
I mean, I've become very specialized in what I do. I don't try to keep up learning all the new tricks. I got mad respect, but I just kind of like sending a certain type of snowboarding. But also, I mean, I did yoga through my whole career, 15 years, and I think I also I'm gonna get hated on by Mike Boggs for this, but I stopped doing things year round that beat the shit out of my body.
Yes.
And so I just snowboard, and that's the one thing that beats the shit out of my body. And then I restore when I'm not beating the shit out of my body.
Yeah, you're not like, okay, what's the next thing that's gonna
I rest
work me?
all summer. I do yoga. I walk every day for about an hour.
Nice.
And that's
Same
restorative.
route?
No,
you just go out and walk.
Follow my heart. I just don't even know where I'm gonna go. I know I'm gonna go for an hour. I put a book on and just rip for 30 minutes and then turn around. And then the number one key is a healthy diet. And I have added in the last 5 years, I added collagen to my diet.
Sick.
And there's no one knows because there's always a new thing, but I will say that took away a lot of like aches and pains and snaps and crackles and pops. So Bubs, you don't sponsor me, but you should.
Yeah.
This is a call out. I want that check.
Get this kid a check.
Let's go.
Man. What is wrong with you?
But I've been buying mine off.
That keeps fluidity, right? It keeps your
dude. I'm not kidding.
You're not crunching in there anymore.
Before I have a pretty gnarly smoothie that I've been running for like 20 years every morning, pretty much.
You drink the same smoothie for 20 years. It's gonna be moldy. Psych.
I mean, I tweak it, but the one thing I added in the last 5 years was a collagen that I buy off Amazon. Just
that's crazy. The same thing every.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's sick.
Yeah.
I tweak it. I spruce it up. I change shit up. But really, diet is the key to like maintaining health.
You know who also said that was Bubs. I heard that directly from them. It's like diet's
number one.
So crucial to your health.
Yeah. But also working out, like doing a walk or anything. If you surf
and
or walk,
that's low impact on the walking.
Walking is on.
Yeah, very, very low impact.
The only thing that might be better is swimming, but I can't swim. I'm like a French bulldog.
You sink.
I sink to the bottom of the pool.
Too dense, the bones.
Just not down for swimming.
And that is a fact about French bulldogs. They do sink. Yeah. That's interesting to know, dude. That's awesome. Because swimming is the most low impact from what I've heard.
Yeah.
That's incredible, dude. And I like what you're saying about that year-round beatdown because I'm sure that you go if you're snowboarding at a high level and then like, all right, let's skateboard. It's like what's happening to your body, and then let's jump on a mountain bike.
I mean, when you're in your 20s, you can come back your body, but as you everything.
It's different, dude. Everything's changing.
Everything
fast.
slows down. Metabolism slows down, but there are things you can cheat that with, which is like staying active, staying healthy, like giving your body time to rest, the right amount of sleep.
Dude.
So
That is
getting
epic.
in that rhythm.
And I also like what you're saying about yoga, because J2, our good homie,
J2 and Megan
Fallen.
got me into yoga actually.
Well, remember, Choose used to talk about stiff and pissed all the time,
but he did yoga.
but he would talk about it.
Yeah.
I started doing yoga, and that shit is epic, dude. You feel so good after,
really good.
and it's incredible. And I'm like on some super amateur.
I'll say this about
Amateur
yoga
yoga.
too, though. Like, I do want to throw a disclaimer: is I had a really good yoga teacher when I lived all through my snowboard, like actual like deep pro career in my 20s and 30s, and she understood my goal of being stiff and pissed.
Yes.
Because she also was like, look, a full strength in a yoga pose takes about 7 years. So imagine any pose, down dog, up dog, to actually perfect that pose. And this probably changes per person, but if you practice, 5 times a week, 7 years to get it right. And what that means is probably breaking your body down for 3 years by getting loose, and then you're getting strong for the next 4, whatever. These are just some like bullshit stats, but that's a good thing to set the mind in. So I told her, look, I'm not trying to be loose. I can't afford to be loose. So if you're going to go be a snowboarder and fall going 60 miles an hour and your limbs need to stay on your body, if you're going to do yoga, do restorative yoga, and don't try to keep up with other people in the room. Keep your strength through your practice.
Yeah, they said at my spot, like, you're in your own bubble.
Yeah.
No one can see into your bubble, and you can't see out of your bubble.
I like that.
And, because when you're first starting, dude, you're like, oh, who's looking at me?
Yeah,
what's going on? I'm moving all these ways I've never moved before.
You can get hurt doing yoga. Yeah. Straight up.
I've heard that she talked about that, actually.
So I still do. I did yoga this morning. I do it every day.
Dude, you do it at your house?
Just at my house.
Yeah. I started, actually, we got some new mats over there. You can see them.
I saw that. I wanted to steal it because I don't have a mat.
You can take one. I can order another one. It's a little gift with interview. But throw on you can throw it on the computer, dude. YouTube's got so many options. It's so sick. You don't even have to go to the class.
I did one yesterday on YouTube. Dude, usually I got my own little rhythm that I do, but I wanted to hit a.
Well, you can hit a specific spot, right?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to hit my heart chakra yesterday.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. Open that up.
I had like plantar fasciitis, and they had yoga for that, dude.
That's sick.
Yeah, and it's like it's insane, dude.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. I didn't think I'd ever be doing that, and I love it. Dude.
It's good, man. It just builds a mental and body awareness and connection. And
let me ask you this parting question. I know you gotta roll. Do you what's next for you? I mean, cover at 50.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are you setting goals, or are you just doing you and what happens and like where do you go from here? Cover at 50, like
snowboarding wise.
So I've heard people say that your video part last year in the whole movie was like their favorite.
That's sick.
Thing they've seen in so long, dude. And it's like these are hammers, and it's like, so what do you do? Where do you go from here?
I mean, we talked a lot about the body. I'm gonna respect my body and like do things that feel right at the right time. I mean, when I was young, I'd be like, fuck it, like I need this. Now it's if I want to do this, if I feel this, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna film a part with VG this year. I've got an insane roster. It's kind of funny. I had a goal. I told Meyer I wanted to get like 3 shots, and then this year I made my first. Like I used to make a list, like a trick list. So I sat down and made a list, and I got way more than 3 shots I want to get. But it's all got to line up. So.
And you're
I want to film
street
full
focused.
Part. Yes, I mean that movie's gonna probably be street focused.
Yeah, obviously VG.
So street focus is good. So I've been like, I want to go in and be an assassin and just get my shit done.
Just focused.
Yeah, and do it when I feel it.
Yeah.
And so that's my goal for the year is really just to like do what I want, get out there.
Dude, a VG comeback movie.
Yeah,
I mean, right there, that's
sick roster too.
Like
good mix of some pros, some AMs. Really, really excited to see some of these kids do what they do on the streets too.
That'll be like the most anticipated project for me, dude. Because from what I've heard of the roster and just Meyer back at it.
Yeah, Meyer's the shit,
dude. The shit, and it's I don't know. That's some shit right there.
Yeah,
and I've seen you out there too, dude. It's like you pick these spots; they're pretty serious. You only have at your age, you only have X amount of goes.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
I mean, anyone
I get
really-
exhausted after like 5 tries. So I
Dude.
keep that in mind. Like my goal is to get it first try.
Yeah.
And
Which
then,
is tough.
And then, you know, from there I just get more tired. So
Yeah.
like I
So
used
you
to be able
gotta-
to hit shit like 100 times, but now it's like if I don't get it in like 3 or 4 tries, it's probably not gonna happen.
Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Pack it up.
Yeah.
And I guess the trick is to be smart.
Yep. Just
It's
pick
like-
your battle.
Yeah, work smarter, not harder, I guess.
Yeah, don't rush. Take your time. I got a pretty bulletproof routine when I'm dropping in to focus myself. So that's what I try to do is just show up. And I was telling Mike Boggs, he's my riding partner. Just shout out there.
That's
we
nice.
Need, we need an air horn.
Riding partner.
Yeah.
I like that.
We're life partners.
Life partners.
But riding
But
style.
riding style, that's really good stuff.
But he was like, what do you want to do this year? And I was like, I'm going to be a fucking assassin. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm going in, I'm going to murder a spot. And that's
Dude.
it. So that's what I want to do.
And you'll have them calculated. You should almost have your little murder list.
I already have my list.
It's-
I compared lists with Jed Anderson, who's also going to be in the movie the other
Dude,
day.
wow.
His list is deep.
That movie is just gonna.
Yeah. I
His
can't-
is probably. You guys are comparing lists. That's wild. That's gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
And do you see yours more focused around Utah, or you'll just
Yeah.
go where?
Yeah. I'm going to call you out to get some photos.
Dude, I'm
because
down,
I got,
dude. If it's an assassin,
Yeah.
I mean,
Assassin mode.
I'll come out as an assassin would, and let's go, dude. Let's go kill some spots.
Let's murder
dude.
some
Let's
shit.
Murder these spots. Wow, dude. I mean, with that crew, and
Yep.
that just sounds epic, dude.
Yep.
I'm so excited, and you know, I'm not retired, dude. That camera's
No way,
the
man.
camera comes out. You know, it's actually high time to get a new camera, dude.
I was talking about you the other day. There was like I shot a lot of my career with Whitey and at first, and then Andy Wright. Probably half my shit, but I called you whenever you weren't shooting Tech 9 shit,
Yes.
and you never fucked up. I always ended up getting published. So there's 4 people that really never ever fucked up for me, and it was Whitey, Andy, you, and Oli G. Now
Woo.
Oli G, like
Dude.
every time I shoot with that dude, it's on.
He doesn't mess around, dude. He's I
He's
don't know.
good. And he might be a better. I think he's actually a better snowboarder than me too. so.
dude, he's pretty good snowboarder, dude. He's just like no bullshit.
Yeah, he's the best.
Like we're not wasting time. Let's get it done.
I mean, all the
and
old
it's gonna be
heads,
dope.
Like you and Andy they all call him the GOAT, which is big props. So
Dude,
props
he's
to Oli.
he's just incredible. I mean, I would say, as far as being out right now, like he's running the scene in
Yeah,
the streets.
He's dope.
I mean, he's just the shit.
Mhm.
That's that'd be sick. You got to get him out, get him on a
I
trip.
would love to shoot with him anytime. And you and Andy Wright, I'm calling you out.
Yeah, dude, Andy's
I
dude.
want Andy to shoot a photo of me this year. That's a goal.
Andy, that's a call out, son.
Whitey said he was down to shoot too. So
Dude, incredible,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
so
yeah.
you heard it.
Heard it first.
Yeah, you heard it
Live on
first here,
Buds.
man.
Andy Wright's comeback.
Yeah, Andy Wright's coming back. Only runs the streets. Covers at 50 years old.
That's right.
Eat healthy, stay lubricated,
Yep,
and be an assassin.
that's right.
All right,
Let's
man.
go. Thanks for having
stopping
me, dude.
by,
So
dude.
good to see you.
Fuck yeah.
Big love to you and the community. love to you and the community of snowboarding. We love you.
Booyah. Thank you. So, Mikey LeBlanc, dude, wow. Just a legend. What a great man. What a great man. The world is better for having Mikey LeBlanc in it. Tell you that, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, he is just a gem of a human, and very happy to have you in my life, Mikey. You are just an amazing person. Love you, dog. And thank you for that, dude. That was awesome. Cool conversation. Now, before we get into it with Mark Edlund and our first 1,000 words, we gotta pay those bills, son. You know what I'm saying? Time to pay those bills. So let's get into that. Let's back it on in. Moonchild, over the shoulder. Oh, yes, dude. Man, holding that board from 1927 over there, that Burton, my first Burton, no, it's 1980 something. I'm not remember when it is. 86. Dude, the difference in quality. You know, we've talked about Skunk Works is where on the the Moonchild website. You can go on there and design your own shape and make your own personal board, which, boom, incredible. But yeah, holding this board compared to that first Burton I rode back in 1986, it's like night and day, dude. The weight, dude, it's incredible, dude. Just the feel of this board, you can just tell, dude, that this thing means business. My good friend Trent Bush is actually the guy who told me about these boards, and sent me, or Ali sent me the Tarquin Robbins board afterwards, Ali Goulet. But Trent Bush also told me about these guys, and he's been ripping them around for 2 years in Colorado. And I was like, hey, dude, can you give me just give me a quote on these on the Moonchild boards, like so I can use it in the ad. These boards fucking rip. That's what he said, and I guess that's all you need to know. No, but in truth, he's been riding them for plus 2 years. He's making turns. He's riding fast, Colorado style, ripping that 10 inches of snow when it hits, and they're calling that a pow day. Just kidding, Colorado. You get too much snow, it seems like the mountains are flat. But, 10, 12 inches, that's a day. And with Trent's out there ripping, he rides more than most people, and he's just like, dude, you got to just try it, man. These boards just rip. And it comes back to these guys love snowboarding, and they're two guys, love the sport. They both have been involved with board factories and worked on that side, and they wanted to bring the quality that they know they can make and get it out to everybody under their own brand. And I think that's really, really cool, and it shows. Rad to see these guys pushing forward, and for a company in Europe to start making some waves and being heard of over here, that's a big deal, man. And they've kind of built this board, the Malibu that I was holding before. They built that around the Northwest, like Baker, dude. It's like it's the ultimate shred over there. It's just the mountain. If you haven't been there, get there, please. But it's the ultimate mountain, and this board was kind of made to stand up to what that mountain has to offer, and I think that's why people are getting so excited about it, because it's just such a champ of a board. Since the first couple of ads, I've been hit up by a couple people with photos of their boards or questions about where they can get a board, and it's cool to see that. And I'll tell you what, man, these guys supporting me was huge, because they supported me before I even had an episode out. Like, dude, that's some belief in what I'm doing right there, and just stepping up blind, being like, hey, dude, you got this, man. We got you. So that's really cool, man. Brands like that support, you have to support me, like support anything in snowboarding. It's so cool, because you're just supporting the culture and pick a project, support it, and work together on things, because it's what we need in this sport. And Moonchild had my back, and that's huge, man. If you're looking for a new board, and I'll tell you right now, these boards are insane. You're not going to be going wrong here. They're top made boards right there, top quality. If you want a sick board, man, you're in the market, dude, go to their website. We're going to link it and pop it up right here. Check out the boards, dude. They actually have someone here in the States that ship. I said they're a European board, our company. Their boards are made in Europe, but they do have someone here in the States that's doing their shipping. So your product's going to come quick, and you're not going to be waiting around for it. You'll have that. Geez, dude, resorts are open, dude. It's on. Brighton had a powder day. Like, it's on, dude. Let's get it now. Get it out before Christmas, dude. What a nice gift, too, to get your kid, or if they're listening, or to get your dad for Christmas. Get him a snowboard. Get him a Moonchild board. Check these things out. And thank you for the support, Moonchild. I had like an idea of doing one mug, it was going to be like me with my snowboard, because everyone makes fun of me for looking like a gnome or whatever. And then he did it, and I was like, dude, this art is sick. This is really, really dope. And so we dropped a baker's dozen, which is 13, a Mount Baker's dozen, and just popped them on the site when they were done. And it was kind of like winter was almost over, so whatever. It wasn't like I did some big push, but it was cool. Some people grabbed them, and it's pretty rad, man. It's kind of like me as a gnome dressed up as Deadlung, paying homage. I'm really into the culture of snowboarding, and when you look back at videos and you see the fit and the board and all of it coming together with his personality to create this moment in our sport that is special, you know. And whether it's him or whether it's Brushy or maybe it's not even any of them, it's like that Grosser board that Lib made, dude, with the skeleton, and they only made hardly any of them, and it was super big, and or the Safari board that Burton made, and everyone rode it and making turns, even if you're a freestyle guy. And I don't know, just moments in time. I didn't have the money for a board collection. This is the closest I'll be getting here. I got that lunch tray from Maro opened up and this Burton board, and they're not even mine. So my board collection is going to be on these mugs. No means mugs, man. I'm going to try to start popping them out once a month. And there's also a Mug of the Month club in my Patreon. You can sign up, and it's like the price of a mug, $25 a month. And each month you're going to get a new mug. So I think having some collection of all rad boards and all that will be kind of cool one day. So I got to buy them and collect them off the site too, because it's like it's that print on demand like I was talking about. That's how I'm able to do them without the minimums. But it's dope, man, and it allows so I can make like one of these if I want, you know. So it's kind of cool. And boom, I'm gonna get my collection going. Hopefully you guys do too. Right on, Know Me Mugs. Yeah, I think that does it for ads for right now. And oh yeah, we got Deadlung. The lung is coming in, and we're gonna get into the new segment. This segment was my wife's idea. Angie's pretty tight, dude. 1,000 words, and I'm excited because I think it's something. The photo is just, you don't realize how dope it is until it starts to leave, and with less magazines, and it's becoming something that you just don't have as much. And like Mikey getting a cover, dude. Wow, there's only 4 issues of that magazine a year, so getting a cover is so special. But yeah, let's get Deadlung in here, and 1,000 words. Let's go. All right, welcome to 1,000 words, Deadlung. What's up, dog?
Not much, chilling. I guess take a trip down memory lane.
Yeah, dude, it's been a long time. I'm stoked to have you in here because we shot these a long time ago, some of these, so it's pretty exciting. Back to film, dude. Like, there's Hasselblad shots, there's film shots. It's hard to get going, so this is exciting. So, yeah, take us away, dog.
It's blunt to fakie in the deep end at Fairmont Skate Park in Sugar House. It was actually pretty tough because it was like hard to get back out of it, like each try, you know, because it's so slippery in snowboard boots, and you gotta like there's snow in the bottom, trying to like run up to like get out, and like it was so tiring. Try to pump because you have to like jump in and pump like the cement, and then there's just snow in the flat bottom, and then like it was just cement like going up the transition or whatever. But and then Hasselblad, I really like this photo. I think it was in the photo annual.
Yes.
This is probably like 2005, maybe. I think something like that. Burton dominant. Kit's looking pretty tight. I like this photo.
Rare to shoot action with Hasselblad, so to get something like that in the photo annual was pretty sweet. Exciting for me, anyways.
Whenever you pull out the Hasselblad, I'm like, I know he's stoked on this one. This is gonna be sick. We got a long lip slide in Minnesota. Geez, I think that was like 30 something, like double or triple length stairs. Like it's a long bastard.
He's a huge rail.
Yeah, and I did go to the clip, didn't make it in the video because like by the end of the rail I'm like just like swimming and like going like crooked and shit. But put it in SFK, and I know my shins were like super jacked at the time, and like one of the first things I did was clip and like get myself another shinner. I still have holes in my shins from like that season. Like I have this photo, and my shins are just mangled, like everywhere.
I remember that
like
shot.
Swollen and purple, and just it was nasty. I came across that photo recently, actually.
Dude, I had no memory of this shot until I started looking at it again. Was it like day one or something, right off the plane, or?
I think it was later on in the trip.
Was it, dude? So weird.
Yeah.
How that works.
Soda. It was right by.
It was like Crunk with us.
Yep, and Bradshaw. And Jonas Michelin. It was like right by his house. He was showing us around. Yeah.
Yeah, Jonas.
Dude, actually, I think I got it. Like I made it to the end, but it was sketchy, so I kept trying it. And then when I clipped, I remember it hurt so bad, and I was so bummed. Like I walked around the corner and just started crying. Like I was like so bummed.
Tears. Yeah, emotion, dude. It gets emotional out there. I don't think people realize what you guys can put into it.
Yeah, I straight up cried that day. Like I was a fucking mess.
I've seen that happen to a lot of riders.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't know if you're gonna get it. You put everything into it, and it's like all or nothing.
And I knew my style.
And the pain.
Sketchy, like,
Yeah.
and like, I'm like, we're probably not going to use it.
You know what you want, and it's not. I like the splayed fingers. Is that what that's called?
Yeah, the fingers are out on that.
Fingers are out, which was I don't know. There was just a time where that was. I want to say, did JP Walker like bring that to the game or?
Fingers are out here too.
Yeah, it was just a thing of control. I don't know. Really weird,
It's
but
just what your hands do.
is that what it is?
This one I'm kind of doing a shaka.
Shaka bra, which is nice when you're doing a stall in a bowl.
That was tough.
The splayed fingers, though, my eyes often go to that in riders.
But I look good until about right there.
Yep.
I like the style right there.
Dude, that's a
pretty
big
good.
rail, too. That's dope. Especially, we're talking, what year were we saying? 2005? 6?
Yeah, it's probably 2004.
Are you on Burton there or team?
Yeah, Burton.
Yeah, you're still on Burton, so that's early.
Yeah, it's probably 2005. Yeah, because this was later on in the season, and this was earlier.
Yeah.
This print came out good.
And let's look at that dog.
Here's the Mega Kink.
Would you say that's a career highlight right there?
Yeah, pretty much. I'd say it's like kind of put me on the map, for sure.
Dude, that's a beast.
I was trying to get on the map, but I think Jeff Anderson was the only one to do it before me.
Really?
And he did a front 50-50 on it, and I waited like a year or something. Like I didn't want to like
Out
go.
of respect.
I didn't want to like go board slide it like right after he died
Yeah.
or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, it'll be like a tribute to him, you know. It's like go sideways through it.
Does that rail still exist?
Yeah, it is actually there. I drove past it like a couple months ago. It's knobbed
Oh, that's right. It got knobuli.
and painted, and there's like a support that's like bent and like broken. Like it looks like somebody like
A rider
came off early and just like snapped the thing. Like,
got played.
probably got really hurt, and then
Yeah.
that's probably when they knobbed it, you know.
Well, take us through this bad boy. Like, did you find it? Did someone present this to you? Because I'd hate to find this rail and be like, hey, bro, what do you think about going to hit this one? Like back then, anyway.
No, like,
that's a beast.
It was a pretty known rail. Like we knew about it in high school, and I always wanted to try it, but I'd go there and stand at the top and just be kind of like spooked, and it was just like, nope, not yet, not yet. And then I know the skier kid, he came off early, and he caught his leg on the last support and like almost like ripped his leg off. Like it
Dude.
destroyed his ACL. And like he maybe even broke his leg or something. Like it was really, really gnarly.
Last support, he had full speed, right?
Because those stairs are pretty skinny, you know, like. Yeah, and so the first attempt, I like barely got on and rode all the way down the stairs, because I thought that was like, get that like out of the way, and then.
But any one of those supports, you can get your nose cut. Break down the schematics for people listening too.
And then
Like down, what are we looking at?
Oh yeah, down, flat, down, flat, down. The kinks like really aren't that like steep, and I think that's maybe like why it looked like so doable to me.
Yeah.
You know. And then like second try, like I just like jumped over the rail, and then
The safe route.
yeah, and then I like went down flat and jumped over the rail, like to the other side, and then I think that like so I went down the stairs and went over, then I got the kink, so I'm like, okay, I got the first kink feeling, and then I just committed, and yeah, and then I like went down flat and jumped over the rail, like to the other side, and then I think that like so I went down the stairs and went over, then I got the kink, so I'm like, okay, I got the first kink feeling, and then I just committed and went down.
That quick, huh? I remember that actually.
You guys are like, you thought you were gonna be there all.
Dude, I was ready for a battle, dude. I had like a stack, because I'm shooting film there, which is crazy. You don't know. It's so easy to blow it.
Imagine if I came off early in the stairs like fakey.
Dude.
Like there's kind of no
That's why
escape.
that skier got played, huh? Because it's
Yeah.
so easy to get pulled. I didn't really think about that, but that's a fact.
There's no escape. I think Benny pulled me in a couple times, and I didn't have enough speed, so Ryan Doppel came, So Justin Benny and Ryan Doppel pulled me into it. You shot the photo. Cole Taylor was filming.
Was Rigby there too, maybe?
Ian Rigby was filming the lower angle. Cole was on the side, filmed it through the fence. But yes, this is definitely like pretty much the scariest thing I ever did. But some homies like live down the street, and I go to their house all the time. So like either on the way there or the way home, I'd like stop by and just stand at the top, and I just like
Really?
And I remember I think I'd gotten a decent amount of clips that week, and I was just like, one night I stood above it, and I'm like, I got this, and I hit you guys up. I'm like, I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Dude, I remember just a level of excitement when that got done on third try or whatever. Just whew.
I think Dylan Thompson front boarded it years later.
Years. It took him like 2 years, I want to say.
Yeah, he got smoked. And Zach Marvin half cab 50-50 it.
Zach
I don't
Marvin.
know. I don't think anyone else has hit it.
I remember
Or
Zach
like-
Beach hit the different rail.
Oh, that one over there is
Like
wild.
if you're looking up at it, there's that other one. Yeah, that one's wild, right?
Oh yeah, and then Jonah
He 50'd
Owen
it.
like ruptured his spleen trying to switch lip slide it.
That's right.
Yeah,
Damn, John.
but correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah, Breezy. I think I shot that actually. What's crazy? Not many people going sideways on that thing. You and Dilly.
Yeah, Dylan's front board is sick, but the thing about front board, it's like you're sliding backwards, but when you come off early, you have the rail right in front of you.
Oh, true. And you grab it. Yeah.
Somewhat safer, but
And if you got your
but
front
it's by
forward,
no
it's
means
like yeah,
safe.
you're going backwards, but
Yeah.
you
But-
it's your trick. So,
yeah, I almost think board side's a little gnarlier.
dude, props, bro,
You know,
for the riders that come through this city. For that to be left, it's only 5 riders. That's heavy.
yeah, it's a big one.
Nice work, bro.
Sure.
That's
Yeah, thank you.
That's what the big dogs do. Big dogs do big things.
Here's me holding the flying nug.
Yes, yeah. I want to talk about the fit on this bad boy, dude. Like the green, just putting that together. LeBlanc was talking about how sometimes he keeps different, shirts in his car to match up with the
Yeah.
spot, and it's just
Yeah.
cool how you put that together to go with your. You think about these things as you're
Yeah.
a pro. You design your board, and
Yeah, the green was definitely to match the board, I guess.
yeah, and it's just like it's cool how you take a certain pride in this. You design that board. You want it to look a certain way.
Here's a backside 180 melon grab over some fences to flat.
Dugout.
Yep, dugout. Car towing. Can't remember who towed me in, but it's pretty scary. It's kind of like
Drive the
just to
cars.
get a shot, you know. I needed a clip. I was running low on clips. I think this was probably 2006. On the board side was 2004. Russia,
Yes.
because my eyes are frozen. It's a cool photo. But yeah, full on icicles on my eyelashes. But I think people from like East Canada are used to that shit. Minnesota,
But we're not, are we? Yeah, we don't deal with that every day. And it's also, I mean, let's talk about it. Dude, had you ever been to a place like that to shred? We're in Moscow.
Yeah.
We might
There
have
was
been
like
the
some
first
other
crew
pro
to roll. when we go to
shred
Moscow.
dudes there. I forget what his name was, but I remember one of our guides like said that the local shreds were pissed that they were showing us around.
Really? I don't remember catching that. This huge city that would take us like 6 hours to drive from one part of the city to the other. They're like, I'd be like, we'd drive for 4 hours and I'd be like, all right, what town are we in? Moscow. Like, what do you mean we're still in Moscow? What a crazy place.
It was a nightmare, kind of.
Dude.
Well, it was quite the experience, but it was an adventure.
Yeah, I think I ate some pigeon. I mean, dude, imagine if someone got hurt bad. Like,
Oh, I
we
did
never
though.
think about. Oh yeah, you got hurt, dude. You're
Yeah.
insides, right?
Yeah, like if I was in the States, I would have gone to the hospital.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I
It was
remember
like-
you debating that, like, dude, I'm not going to the hospital.
I like shouldn't have even flown probably. But yeah, there's like this parking like covering or something. I tried to like tail slide it, but it was aluminum and like jumped too high and caught my edge and just like and I was coughing up blood.
Dude, and you
I
should
couldn't go to the
definitely
bathroom.
the hospital.
I couldn't even move the next day. You guys like went out and shot like the last day, and I was just like laying in bed, like just in so much pain. And then like I had some internal injuries like 6 years ago, and like I swear it like wasn't even as bad.
It's a big deal, right?
Like, yeah,
Dude, the second you're peeing or coughing on blood, like it's a big deal.
It was so gnarly.
And you shouldn't fly. You're right.
Yeah. But this is a method from that trip. Natural speed.
Just out of the projects, dude.
And
That's
Benny,
sick.
remember Justin Benny forgot his board at a spot the day before, but he wanted to hit this. So I let him set my board up goofy foot.
That's right.
So he ollied it, and then I did that method with my board set up goofy foot. Like,
That's
I mean, it's basically a twin, but
Yeah.
like the angles were weird. But yeah, my board's set up backwards.
That's sick, dude. And we're just out in the projects. I remember it was just project after project after project in that place.
That method felt good though. That's a good method.
Dude, I like that how it like goes over that stair set and drops down.
Muzzy shot from inside the stairs. That's right. You can't see him. He got a pretty rad photo too.
Damn, I might have to holler at him, see if I can
Good old Muzzy.
get eyes on that.
Muzzy was good with running most of my photos.
He was dope, and he came on that trip with us. And I mean, that was a crazy trip. Do you remember how our hotel rooms? We each got our own hotel room, and you could smoke cigs in there.
Oh yeah, I
Just
love
like,
that.
Yeah, it was insane, dude. When
was
did
like, I
we
don't
get
know
our
if I've-
own room? You know, like
I don't know if I've ever smoked a cig on the
laying
toilet.
in the toilet, in bed,
I'm
like
this is great.
and the weird TV going on all the time. I was just like, this is. I felt like we were on Mars or something. It was crazy.
How did Justin forget his board?
Dude, I remember how he did. It was because that car kept doing the backfire, and it got all sketchy. He thought there was people shooting guns, but then it wasn't. It was backfire. But then those gangster dudes kind of rolled up, and they had grills, and that local kid kept telling us they were bad men, and we kind of just got out of there. And maybe you guys autographed a board for somebody or something for somebody, and we just left. And hey, dude. I remember hit the deck.
A lot of you guys did, just like laying on the ground, and I'm standing there. I'm like,
You're still standing up.
yeah. What are you guys doing?
Nothing. Yeah, we thought those were guns, dude.
Yeah, it's a scary place.
Yeah, we're just out of our element, dude, and it's, I guess, head on a swivel, dude.
And pre-GPS, we had no idea
That's
where
the
we were.
scariest thing, huh?
We were just driving around like Red Square looking for our spot, and then no luck. So you hopped in a cab.
Oh, that's right.
And we're following the cab, and the first thing the cab does is run a red light and just speeds off. And we
And I
lost
go
you.
right to the hotel and start just drinking beer, waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
Like 6 hours.
Like, yeah, I think it took us 7 hours to make it to the hotel.
I was faded by the time you guys got
Show
there.
up, you're
like,
all drunk. Like, I didn't think you're gonna make it.
yeah, our cells didn't work, so I couldn't call you guys.
I think me and you are the only ones that like set our phones up for
Yeah,
the
for
international
anything.
thing. But yeah, somehow couldn't get a hold of you.
And that you're right. It was before there was maps. So, dude, even to go find spots, it's like. And our guide, people there don't drive like we do here. So he would take the subway everywhere. So, when it was time for him to drive us around, he had no clue what to do. He'd never even driven a car.
He like pulled out a map of the subway map. So he was matching up the subway map with like the roads.
Exactly underneath, like trying to lay it together.
What a great guide.
Yeah, what a great guide. He's actually like, yeah, I've never driven a car. And it was
Like, you're
stick
gonna
shift.
drive? He's like, no way.
He's like, I'm not driving. Are you crazy? So yeah, what a great guy. He got us through though.
Yeah, I got the international driving permit for
That's
that
right.
trip.
I
and
found
was
mine the
like-
other day.
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry guys.
Me too. I think we made Cole, huh?
And
Cole,
Justin.
Thank you. And Justin and Cole.
Justin
Man,
Benny drove. Cole Taylor.
stepping
Did you drive
up.
at all?
No, dude. I'm
No.
the worst driver, dude. And that shit just scares me, dude.
Yeah.
Lane one way and like 4 the other. And then all of a sudden, some dude mans up and it becomes 2 lanes going this way and
And there'd
3
be
the
like
other way.
Yeah, and then there'd be like a wreck in the middle of the freeway, and they just stay in the middle lane.
Yeah, it's just pain. It's cowboy. It was cowboy time. It's probably changed a lot. We went there a while ago, like 2006. We made it out alive.
Oh yeah, and Cole was like changing lanes and got like cut off or something, and he had to swerve. And,
We
like,
were on 3 wheels.
I think we
on
were
the
on
highway
3 wheels.
going 65, 70.
And Muzzy screamed.
Muzzy definitely, when we pulled over, ran into the field and went on his knees and prayed to God.
And Stevie Bell was just like sleeping. He
Yeah.
wakes up, he's like, what's going on?
And the rest of us are like sweating and screaming, and someone's in the field praying. Stevie's just like, what happened?
I think Muzzy's the only one that like really realized like what actually almost happened.
I think the further you were in the back, too, you could feel that you were off the ground, especially if you were on that seat. And then
Yeah.
when it slammed back down.
Mm-hmm.
But Cole, way to handle it, dude.
Yep. Saved our lives.
It saved our lives. And you need that on these trips. I think it's easy to like all of a sudden get comfortable, too comfortable. And you got to just remember, you're out of your element sometimes when you're traveling.
Yeah.
And pay attention, because it can get sketchy.
Oh, yeah, I was scared. Oh, yeah, when I slammed and, like, was coughing up blood, I remember I was crying in the van, too.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, am I going to have to go to the hospital
like,
in
what do I
Moscow?
do?
It's like, this is gnarly. Like, yeah, I was shook.
Yeah, you don't want to, dude. Back then in 2006, you did not want to go to the hospital in Moscow.
No.
Especially for something like, what if they're like, oh, we got to do surgery right away? Like, dude, I would be like, dude, we're going home right now. Like, and then what if they said you couldn't fly? It'd be, I don't know what we would do.
Yeah, like my insides were so swollen. Like, I couldn't eat. And, like, I couldn't, like, take a crap either. Like, because it's like you have to push.
It's all
but
swollen.
My insides were so swollen, I couldn't push anything.
Dude, yeah. And then it probably
probably
feels like what's going to happen if you
And I think we flew out, like, 2 days later.
Because I've heard stories, people do that and then something explodes on the plane because of the air change. Like your spleen blows up or something.
Like, when I got hit by that dude, that snowbird, like, it felt like that. I was like, oh, I've felt this before. Like, I just got the wind knocked out of me.
Really? You're like, I know this feeling.
I'm like, I'm fine. And then, like, I'm in the clinic and I start coughing up blood. They're like, boom, ambulance.
Really?
Yeah, like, as soon as you cough up blood, you should, like,
go.
Yeah, take an ambulance to the hospital.
Dude, and see, yeah, we didn't have that luxury. You were back smoking cigs in the hotel room.
God, so gnarly.
Dude, well, we made it, bro.
What a trip. It was pretty productive, too.
Yes.
I remember getting some clips.
Yeah, I remember it went pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This guy back home.
Woo.
Back to Contwood Heights.
I looked at that the other day.
You did?
I got a buddy that lives in those apartments.
In the top entrance.
Yeah. What up, JB?
Yep, this big dog. Pinnacle Highland Apartments on Highland Drive, Bengal Boulevard.
Woo.
Yeah, you pull in the top here, top lot, and you can see this thing. And then I just noticed that it dropped down. I'm like, oh, what's over there? And, like, I walked down the steep hill and, like, looked over. And I'm like, oh, there's a landing. I'm like, looks like I can, like, drop there, land there, and land there. I didn't, like, put any snow on the landing.
You didn't put any?
Well, I mean, there was snow.
Yeah.
But
But you didn't, like, build a ramp or whatever?
no. Then that first landing is only, like, a board length. So I had to, like, fully creep. Almost like, I think some of the tries I, like, scraped my tail down the wall because the wall is slightly slanted,
Yeah.
But that was pretty much as scary as
like a big
kink drop,
drop-away
'cause
jump,
It's like
huh?
you're standing up there and it's like 30-something feet. Like all you see is like the apartment
Really?
below it.
Dude, like a big drop-away jump.
And then
huh?
it's just like, it was so
And
terrifying.
you didn't even, like, you couldn't
And
feel
I was
it
so
when you
scared I
did your
forgot
thing.
to lace my boots up.
Really? Yeah.
Like I got to the car and like went
Yeah.
to take my boots off and they're basically just already off.
And you didn't even, like, you couldn't feel it when you did your thing.
Well, it wasn't much riding. It was just like
Yeah.
I rode like 4 feet, landed,
Yeah.
whatever.
In the other
And the
photo, I
landing's
wanted to
pretty
use
close
this
to
one
the
because there's a
apartment building,
different,
too, so I
it's
had
a
to, like,
different
land and, like,
angle.
cut
But
left
there's
real
a
quick.
straight on angle that looks
Instead of
like you're
just going
doing the
straight
whole
into the
thing, and
wall.
that went in the magazine. The other photo, I wanted to use this one because people actually thought you did like 50 feet to flat. Knees for breakfast, knees for lunch. Yeah, I was gonna say, is that when you do that many, even as a young dude,
Yeah.
are you starting to feel that pretty hardcore or what?
Oh, these days?
No, not even these days. Just even those days.
Dude, that was brutal.
You remember it being brutal.
Oh yeah, it was bad. But yeah, it was terrifying. I think a couple of the times, like I'd land on the first one, or I know one of the times, like I landed and then like shot out and hit my ass on like the wall,
I
and then
remember
like
that.
bounced off, but then still rode out.
And
then
that's gotta hurt.
and then then I landed it another time, but I was like all over the place because it's a pretty wild ride. Like
To catch that little bit just perfectly, and you got to be looking. The thing about ollies, you got to look good the whole way, right? It's kind of gnarly.
yeah, totally.
You don't look good. It's you starting back up.
I think Manoa was there. I don't know who else, but they're like watching from in the car because I think it was kind of a bus, so it's like stay in the car because we're like basically at people's homes.
So the filmers and myself, the photog, we're out, and you're up there, and bam. Did you hike each time, or they give you a ride?
No, there was like a route, like the wall gets smaller.
Oh, you're
over
right.
there,
Yeah.
and I had to like walk all the way around. There's actually like a parking, because I was there like a year or two ago, and there's like this parking roof. It's like banked over here, so you could go off like the top wall and land on like the bank. Like I showed a kid that, and he's like, that spot looks pretty doable. And like, it's gnarly, but it's like these kind of days. These days, it's like kind of more of a spot.
I didn't want to sell the spot. Kids almost tried that last year.
Oh, they did?
Somebody I know, that my friend who lives there, set up a session. And I actually eyed it up last time I was there.
Yeah.
It's doable. It is gnarly, dude.
Yeah,
And
because it's just all asphalt, like
yeah,
past that.
yeah. Well, my buddy JB's a photographer. Like, he wants to get that shot, of course, and he has a rider that wants to get it. If they get to snow, they're gonna make a go.
No way.
Yeah. Dude, I just imagine the noise that's gonna make when you land on that roof. Because you know how you land on a hollow roof, it's gonna be so loud. It's gonna be insane.
It's pretty big onto it too.
Yeah, I think.
I wonder if
crazy,
you break
dude.
the roof.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's so much to think about. And,
Yeah.
And the speed you need, but I think if you do it, you land perfect. You catch that tranny. It's like science is gonna help you to make it all work right. But if you mess up and don't land right or something, like, things can go wrong.
Yeah, you go forward.
Yeah, or you go too fast or too slow. Or
There was a kid ready to hit it, or just like.
last year they were like gonna do it. Like, they were waiting. I think the snow wasn't right, but he was in
like
town
they were too
staying
late
there.
or something.
Yeah, they were like waiting to get it done.
It's almost like a joke spot where you look and like, hey, there's a spot.
Yeah,
And it's like,
but then you really look
maybe.
at it, you're like, huh, that is a spot.
It's like a breezy spot.
Like, if Breezy had seen that thing would have been done, you know?
I almost feel like
he
that.
doesn't mess around.
I almost feel like that roof wasn't there
It wasn't.
back in the day.
Yeah, that's like a new structure. And you know, it's crazy. People don't really go for, like, they don't even look at those spots anymore. There's just no incentive. You know, Breezy had good incentive.
Yeah, money.
Yeah, they were getting paid, you know?
Yeah.
So now it's like, yeah, really? Why am I going to do that?
Yeah.
I can just go hit this awesome little 20 stair. It's perfect.
And this is my ender in Cold World.
Cold World.
That was probably 2006 or 2005, I think. But yeah, it was the ender. Oh, yeah,
In the show notes, I'm gonna queue up links to Cold World and what you mentioned, One Love,
Yeah, and this
Cold
was-
World, Familia. No, not
this was
Familia.
in December. So
That's right.
I got my ender in December.
Ender in December.
Yep, it's good to get them out of the way first.
Dude, that's actually that's dope.
I think a lot of people kind of do that too.
There's other people that
Like you're going into the season.
yeah,
You're fired up. I'm gonna do this, this, and this.
this and this.
Then you do something, and you're like, I don't know if I can top that. I guess that's my ender.
I've been with other people where they're on a trip and it's like the last trip of the year, and they're like only looking for their ender.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it just depends if you found your ender or not.
Yeah. And then
There's a lot of pressure.
I don't think I ever board slid another kink trail again. Because
Retired that move after that.
I just didn't see a point. I'm like, I don't know. I just haven't found a bigger rail to board slide.
Dude, it's funny. I think a lot of people don't realize with pros, they'll see one do a trick and maybe it's like the sickest one they've ever seen, and that rider maybe did it then and then will never do it again. And it's like the person might think like, oh, dude, so and so's got the best cab twos,
Yeah.
but lo and behold, he's never done one again or something.
Yeah,
And
no
it's
point.
it's funny how that works.
Yeah.
Or a big spin trick on a jump. You know, it's like you have never done that again.
Yeah.
You get it for the video, and it's like a goal, and it looks cool, and you're part, and
Yeah.
it's interesting. I like this photo I picked. I don't know. It's unique. I don't know. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
The action of it.
Mm-hmm. Front side 180. Those
Your steez.
office complexes. It was like, it's kind of funny because I didn't really have enough speed. I just used a dropping ramp.
Really?
So like I had to pump that.
It looks like you need to go kind of fast to get that style.
Well, like, and then I landed and like basically just like stopped. You know, like I landed and like kind of like even like switch nose pressed out, and it was just like, it wasn't my favorite clip. That was kind of like just to get a clip.
Yeah. You get the splayed fingers.
Yeah, fingers are up.
It's funny. We used to drive around these office parks and just like look for something to shoot.
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of stuff all in that same area though. This is off of 6200 South.
Oh, okay. There is a lot of spots, huh?
Yeah.
Just basically a front one. It's funny, as you talk through these, you're always comparing it to the clip.
Yeah.
You're never really out for the photo. You have
then,
to.
huh?
No, they're big, but it's like the pressure of the part
Yeah,
and
totally.
putting that part together.
Mhm.
You're more like, okay, this is going to be a dope photo, but it's
Yeah.
like about the clip.
Mhm.
And what I've noticed is the evolution of that has led to it's only about the clip, and
Yeah.
not even photos not really even thought of, except for people like LeBlanc that are from that time.
Yeah, people go out without a photographer.
They don't even care. Yeah.
Because
If they have one, whatever. Or maybe there's not even one because there's so few.
Well, with photos, we had like,
Yeah.
made a lot of money like from photos and magazines, you know.
Yeah, you had photo incentive, and people don't even have that anymore. They have a gram incentive for how many likes they get, probably, or how many followers. It's just crazy how it's evolved and how it's changed.
And if you're in every magazine,
That
like
adds up,
for the whole year, like 3 different magazines.
especially if it's no cap, son.
Yeah.
But a lot of people put caps on those.
Yeah, I think I
I
maxed.
remember Blotto telling me Burton had no cap,
Really?
and there was some people that like they made some money, and Blotto would actually like send them their photos, because a lot of writers would get, like, even dudes like Bradshaw. I remember, like, dude, he's not sending in his photo incentive. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Then there's all the international magazines too.
Yeah. And Blotto would be on top of that for the writers, sending them.
Oh yeah, you mailed me a couple that I was in that I didn't even know I was in.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh sweet, cha-ching.
Dude, no cap. You could sit and get photos published and just stack money.
Mm-hmm.
And now writers don't even have it. Dude, I remember Justin Benny for a cover with a Solomon logo, $2,000.
Maybe even 3.
Yeah, maybe 3. No, you're right. It was 3. And he had like 2 or 3 covers that year or something. Just
Yeah.
that's heavy, man.
No, he had 4. He
4.
maybe not in the same year, but I think totally maybe ended with 5.
Yeah.
He definitely had 4, but it might be 5 too. I'm not sure.
That's $15K.
He's a very photogenic dude.
He's a good looking dude in the air.
Mm-hmm.
When he lands, I don't know, but in the air, whoo.
Then this mouth of Little Cottonwood Canyon. It's gone. That's just like a
But not forgotten.
front board, kind of like front rock. It's a regular. You know what's funny is a skier bomb dropped off the top of that thing
Really?
and just like landed in a big pile of snow. It's all.
Your pile of snow like that year, or just the
No.
pile that was there? Just
no,
straight
no.
bomb dropped.
It's like over here more.
Yeah.
Yeah, skier got on top of that and just jumped off and like landed in a big pile of snow. Just like
Did he have a parachute?
thing's like 40 feet
Yeah,
tall or
dude.
something.
This
It's
is
ridiculous.
insane. Bomb drops are always such an interesting endeavor.
Ski bomb drop too.
Ski bomb drop. And you're sliding though. You're not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stalling, correct?
Yeah, and I'm talking about like
We're not
this
Stalingrad.
this like pillar. Yeah, it was like slid across the thing or whatever. Front board and you got the dope shadow.
You know that is film.
Oh yep.
So
That's film.
I was proud of myself, dude. Like, you gotta get tech to capture an image like that. That's what we like to call art.
I think my shadow looks better than I do.
Your shadow's looking dope.
My
dude.
shadow is better style than me.
Me and my shadow, bro. Your shadow is actually your shadow looks really dope, huh?
And Cole spray painting the
The
Tecmo logos all
stencils.
over the place.
We actually sold a stencil kit. That's what that is.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Go spray paint the spot.
That cloud's like glowing, dude. I don't know. That photo to me, I don't know. It's cool, artsy. It's crazy that spot's gone too.
Yeah, totally ripped out.
It's ripped out. Nothing was ever put there either, which is kind of weird.
The clouds are pretty trippy too.
Yeah, they're glowing and they're trippy. It's probably sunset.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that.
Good times. Montreal. We got Crunk filming up in the corner with the fisheye.
It looks like he's filming from jailhouse or something, dog.
He's got the fisheye and he's like 6 feet away from the rail.
He has the fisheye. It's unheard of. Oh, that one, dude. That's like the lazy man. Like, yeah, I got you, bro. You're just not. You can't even see you in the shot because you're so far away. And I
That's
think
a
that's
good
in
one.
Montreal, not Quebec. So it's rare to get snow.
Oh, it is Montreal, yeah. I liked Montreal a lot. But we had such a good trip that I thought we were gonna go back the next year. So the next year we went to Russia, and I was like, I thought like we're not going to Montreal. I'm like, well, I'm going.
Yeah.
And I had like my ribs were all bruised and like internal, and I just like booked a flight to Montreal, and Jan Doffen picked me up.
Sick.
And I took one of Cole's cameras, and we just filmed each other.
That's so cool. Just the two of you guys.
We like take
Damn.
turns, like 3 tries, and then I'll film you 3 tries.
That's so rad.
Yeah.
And did you guys have productive times?
Yeah, I think I got a few clips. Not like crazy, but it was worth it, and it was
Yeah.
fun.
Dope, dude.
Yeah, and Dolphinists. And
The lung special right here, you started to start leaping off of these things, huh?
yep, another air to flat. Little Japan like street grab mute thing. I think I just drove past that, and
You did.
that's off of 6200 South.
That's right.
Exit as well.
You can kind of see the light right up there.
And yeah, it's like there's a little bit of a hill, and there's a snowbank down there, and I'm like, oh, I can just turn that snowbank into like a pile, you know. So my tech back then was like not build like a wedge landing, but I'd have it like, you know, pretty deep, and then just like gradually like going out. So like
Yeah.
if I land and go forward, there's like padding to do that, you
That's
know.
smart.
And then I never packed it down. So like you'd have the pile, and then I take a shovel and like air it out, kind of like the water.
Perforation almost.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like there's like air pockets in the snow. So when I landed, it like compressed better.
That's almost like when people are jumping into the flat off the Olympic swimming pool training centers, you know? They aerate the water or whatever.
Yeah.
Same theory, maybe.
I think that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my tech for landing flat.
I like
was-
the grab.
Yep. Japan. Oh yeah. You know what's funny is because I did the ollie, like I ollied it to flat.
Yeah.
Then I think you guys were like, "What about like a grab?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna jump down this thing more." So, like,
We're going again.
so I stomped that up twice. Did an ollie and then a Japan,
I'm gonna have this photo
which was kind of silly.
available on the website, signed by Lungie.
Pretty good size
So-
to flat though.
Yeah, dude, I thought it
I know
was
the
sick.
footage looked crazy too.
I thought that it was sick, and I liked how you did the grab. I thought that selection. Did you have to have long arms to pull that off? Like, I would never have been able to like pull that
Yeah.
with my arms, my length of my arms.
Sure used to be able to grab mute.
Dude, it's
Around,
just,
not around the
on
leg
that
though.
type of feature, like coming off like that around the leg, like with short arms. That's
True, huh?
yeah. Like you have to be cautious. You don't know the plight of the short arm man.
Fatty
Guys
to
like
flatty.
you and Blotto has like the wingspan of a golden god, dude. He has I guess if you take your arms right and your
Yep.
wingspan, it's supposed to like be your height.
Yeah.
And Blotto's is like 8 inches longer or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine's like 4. I think my wingspan's like 6'6" or something like that.
It's interesting.
6'6"
Anyways.
and 6'2". Yeah. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
I was hyped. I'm pretty sure I was limping for a couple days. And then we got a urban pillow line, Deer Valley. I'm sure it's like totally grown in now, but these
True, huh?
I remember these things like the branches were like whipped me in the face. Like I had the bandana and goggles on, but it's still like I was going down. It's like whipping me in the face, and then
Probably hurt.
the landing was pretty. So that was sick.
Yeah, dude, I think that's badass.
Deer Valley. We got me and Bradshaw. This is before going up to. I was on our way to Montreal,
That's right.
and this is at 802 Board Shop
Oh, no way.
in Burlington.
Oh, wow. So you're like traveling.
Yeah, so we like flew into Burlington, and I think we maybe spent the night there because it's easier just to go to Burlington and drive across the border.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my stepbrother, Mark Girardi. What up, big dog? Board shop. Much love, dog.
Oh yeah, and this was on the cover of
was.
the Snowboarder mag, where like Kurt Wastel's like doing this like in the snow, and then there's like big collage of photos. So I did get a cover, but I wasn't snowboarding.
It's a
and,
cover shot, dog.
and it was a collage.
Yeah.
Collage cover. But yeah, I landed a cover, I guess.
Love it, dude. Cover shot.
Oh man, this shit's funny.
Dude, I love this.
State of Mind cover.
The mini motorcycle, dude.
Oh yeah, Marco. Jeez.
This is what's going on. Talk to me.
Yeah, whose idea was this?
It's got to be Cole's, huh?
Probably. That's Cole's car.
Cole's like, how can I get this dope ass car featured somewhere?
We gotta make the most gangster cover.
Yeah, how are we gonna get the most gangster as possible? I want lowrider bikes. I want mini motorcycles. How'd you get to be the dude?
I don't know. I think because I just had like a good part.
You went hard.
I think
this is a reward. Let's give you the cover.
I think we knew like I had first part in it.
Yeah.
So yeah. I
Here's
guess
a reward.
First part, and I was in town. There's like a rubber band on the ground.
Rubber band, man. I think we're in Brighton parking
Yeah, it's
lot,
right in the
correct?
parking lot at the bottom of the Bunny Hill.
Yep.
He just parked against like a snowbank that was like this high, or whatever. So like, there's no jump behind that. Like this, I guess the snowbank was like almost as tall as his car, but it looks like I hit like a booter. But
Yeah.
that's just my hops.
You're just popping mad hops.
Yeah.
But man, nice crew, dude. It's fun to look at this.
Yeah, we got Justin Benny, JP Tomich, Dave Manoa, Derek Dennison, Neil Provo, Cole, or Derek
Tome.
Dennison, Zach Sievert, Jake Devine, Eric Messier, and MFM.
Whew.
And then I think on the cover, I think you guys photoshopped Crunk and Bradshaw in
Oh,
there.
you're right. You're right. They weren't at the
So there's
shoot.
like Photoshop Crunk and Bradshaw like on the cover of State of Mind.
That's so sick, dude. It's pretty cool looking back at that. You know, like that's rad.
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
that's
It's
cool.
like definitely something that's like, yeah, like I'm not gonna like necessarily claim that's me on the cover every time. You know, yeah, it's me.
Looking back though, I don't know. I think it's pretty rad. We went up
Yeah.
there. You ollied that thing.
It's easy to be embarrassed about shit from back in the day.
Perfect. Were you? I mean, you weren't even nervous at all, huh? As you walk in the park, you just
Yeah,
had
that
to
was
look good.
easy. That was an easy ollie.
As long as you look good, it's on.
Yeah,
That's so rad. Well, you look good, dog.
that shit is fun.
Bandana too, and the red board in the car. So sick. And Marco, how you supposed to take him seriously with that motorcycle?
Yep, that is pretty funny. I forgot Cole had the flames, tonal flames on his car.
He had tonal flames, dude.
Yeah,
La Flamme, dude.
yeah.
Where's
Memory
this?
Lane.
This next one, where's this tree at, dude? I was trying to think about that.
Oh, that's at Lindsay Gardens, I think.
Oh, that is that same one at Lindsay Gardens.
Yeah, up in the avenues.
I've shot that. For some reason, it looks different. I guess it's just where I'm standing.
Some kids hit it like last year.
Oh, yeah, now I see the fork in the tree. I shot that with, like, Bodie,
Yeah.
Nils. Like, that thing gets hit up, dude.
Yeah.
You're
like,
a pioneer.
Pat Fava and I think Viz hit it. Like
Yep.
Pat did like a McTwist off of it, which is super sick. But yeah,
I
it's a good
think,
thing to flip off of.
Hans, yeah,
I think
Hans
I
did
think they
some
maybe
flip.
flipped off of that because I think the tranny goes there, and I think I went off of that and then kind of stalled up there. It's just like stall front side 180 or tail bonk front side 180 or something
That thing gets seshed.
to get a clip.
Let's go. Get
No,
a
I was
clip.
stoked on that spot actually.
That's a Hasselblad film shot too. That's another reason that stokes me out.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, you can tell like it's sharper than the other
Yeah.
photos. You know, like Hasselblads are sharp.
Yeah,
I mean, look at
for
the
sure.
bark. You know, it's some
Yeah,
sharp
that one
shit.
in the pool, like my face is like mad crisp.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that you can get
Not that one.
what you can get with the Hasselblad and how good it looks comparatively is insane.
Yeah.
And I guess until you use one and see the difference, then once you see it, you're like, oh man, this is rad, and then it gets you excited to shoot.
Did you have a flash on that? Like, 'cause my face is all lit up, kind of
You're
proper.
right, dude. If I did, that's even more tech to the Hasselblad with the flash.
Yeah, I think so.
I must have, dude.
Then how my face is right in between the chain link is pretty dope.
Yeah, that's some serious luck to get your face right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had plenty of
Oh, you really are
tries.
doing a shaka.
It was hard to get up on the coping for sure.
Yeah, and you have to have it right where the foot's right at the right spot. I'm guessing, or else it's not the same trick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not guessing. I know. Yeah, this is dope, dude. Very good.
We got this
T-Dot.
Toronto with Bradshaw and Lucas Magoon and Derek Dennison. Yeah. just a random spot.
Just chilling under the bridge.
I also did like a melon grab with like my toe against the pillar, which was pretty fun.
Yes, I actually had a photo of that, and I was like debating which one to use.
And I like bounced off the pillar one time and just fell so hard. And I remember freaking out. I was like trying to break my board. I like chopped down a tree with my board. I was throwing it. Bradshaw was like, dude, I would not mess with you.
That's what he said.
He's like, you almost ripped that tree out of the ground and whatever. He's like, you're fucking scary, dude.
I love when
you get mad.
When
it's
Bradshaw's like on the sidelines like that at a sesh and
like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, like observing what goes on. He's funny, dude.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird spot too. We're just under the bridge. There's like that. I remember there's that. I looked at the other photos. There's a station wagon over there. It's like, what is that dude doing?
Oh yeah, huh?
He's like something weird's going on over there. Human trafficker.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting spot.
Oh, there's a FODT tag on it.
That like somehow it's already there.
No, Cole.
Cole just moves so fast.
Cole tagged it.
He moves real quick.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty cool looking spot.
Yeah, for sure.
We've never been to T-Dot either.
Mm-hmm. I think I maybe saw someone comment that like it wasn't actually Toronto, but I mean it was
I think that's north.
Yeah, it was
Sudbury or something like that.
It was like on our Toronto trip.
Yeah.
And I think it even says Toronto on the pillar. So
I think it's like an hour. We went. Our guide took us to check some stuff out, if I remember correctly, and to us, when you're on a trip like that, dude, you go there, it's like it's all Toronto. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Damn,
dude,
that was fun.
I'll tell you what, it was fun shooting with you all those years, man.
Yeah, thanks.
It's really fun when you get the opportunity to have so many photos of one rider and to be able to share these moments and these trips and it's not often we get to sit and reminisce and talk about them, and I'm excited to do that more on this show, 1,000 Words here, this segment, and hopefully it was fun for you as well.
Oh yeah, super fun.
It's you put a lot of work in to get these, dude.
Don't mind patting myself on the back every once in a while,
dude. And it's not easy, man, to get these shots.
Yeah,
it's you put a lot into it, man. And there's injuries, and people don't know about the swollen guts that you're sent to the hotel with, not knowing if you're gonna spleen's gonna explode or what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's no joke, man. I'm gonna give you this air horn. Nice work, dog.
Thank you.
You always made it easy. Your style, dude.
Yeah, I mean
you're a stylish dude.
Can make a photo look good sometimes, I guess.
And what's funny, dude, is when I was going through all my photos, this is not like this is all the photos. There's like twice as many. Like we could sit here another hour. It's like kids got photos, dude.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff published.
Yeah,
for sure. Like they were just running. They're like, oh, photo of me. It's gonna go.
And that's it's crazy because sometimes you'll be with another rider, and they're on the same trip and throughout all the years, and they just don't get the same amount published, Yeah. And it's like it comes back to that style, the little things that make a photo stand out, and so some people think about that stuff a little bit. You think about your fit and what's gonna happen and what a spot looks like and what trick is gonna look best, and it helps you get more photos, Rand.
I wonder when you went to digital, because we couldn't see if we got the photo.
What's crazy is, because of that, there's probably so many films that I could have used that aren't here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like some things you didn't get scanned or something because you'd just send a slide to Snowboarder.
Yeah, luckily, I have them scanned because maybe we used something for Tech 9 or Snowboarder. I was able to grab it from Snowboarder Mag when I could.
Yeah.
There's other riders that it can't even. It's really hard to access the old film because it's just not. Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, I remember the board slide, that was scary because, whether you got the photo or not.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You had to wait a week and then,
you go down there.
Me and Justin go over to your house and you're like, we got it.
Yeah, dude, you're basically, on Suey watch until you don't know if you got the photo. Did you mess up? Is it going to be out of focus? Did you read the light wrong? And you did your job. You're done, What if I'm the guy that ruins it for you?
Yep.
That's in your mind,
I was hoping it was going to be a cover. Look at all that space right there. It could have said Snowboarder Magazine.
That would have actually been a sick cover. You know,
Maybe it's a little soft or something.
black and white might have affected.
Yeah, and like my pants like blend in with like the wall.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what's funny is when I'm there, it's hard to figure out like, okay, what you got to figure out what film's gonna work best. And I remember it was a pretty milky day.
oh yeah,
And when you look at the colors of the wall, the rail, everything kind of blended into each other.
Yeah.
And so you got to be like, all right, fuck,
It's
black and
tough.
white might help me separate this. But then you still can't even take it in Lightroom. You know, you could have brought it to a dark room way back when.
yeah. This looks crispier than how Snowboarder printed it, like in the poster book. Cause I got the poster book tear out.
Yeah, should be the same frame.
Yeah, it's the same frame for sure. We had a frame there, and then Tech 9 ads. I was down there.
Yeah,
Tech 9 ad on a Burton board.
that's sick.
Yeah, this is Burton Dominant. I still have that board. Like I saved the board.
You
I
did.
did
The
that.
board's from that sesh.
Yeah.
Woo!
And then there's other boards that I should have kept, but like
Yeah.
I sell them at the pro sale, you know. But I think that one was actually broken, or like it was too broken to sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple boards. If I ever sold you a board at the pro sale, hit me up if you still got it.
Dope, dude. Thanks for doing that, bro.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for shooting me.
Yeah, man.
You guys, you and Cole really made it happen for me.
Dude, I mean, you made it happen. We just led the camel to water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And you took it from there.
But yeah, shout out Cole Taylor. You guys are
Cole.
responsible for people seeing me snowboard.
Dude, Cole, man, he was a machine, dude.
Oh yeah.
Thinking about a spot that would work for this person and trying to almost elevate the careers and
Yeah, like every morning. What do you got?
yeah, dude.
What do you got?
The motivation,
Like, dude, I don't know.
I gotta be honest, like my photo career would not have been what it was.
Really?
It wasn't like him. I mean, think of the drive, like
He's like, you need some bangers. Like, can you do like cab 270s on kink trails? I'm like, no, dude.
what when he first like linked up with you?
Or just like shooting out crazy ideas.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he wanted his
Yeah.
shit to be the best, and his videos
He's like, come on,
were
can you,
elevated.
can you front board a kink for me? I'm like, I can't, dude. I'm sorry.
And eventually that dude came along that good, and it's funny how that all worked.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, yeah, thank you, Cole. But Long, nice freaking work, dog.
Yeah, thank you.
Rough, bro.
All right.
Like I said, I'm gonna have Long sign some
Oh, yeah.
images. They're gonna be available on the website. So interested? Bam! There's only like 25 or something. So get him with a hat.
Hell yeah.
Word up.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, Long. That into the fold. Probably not in an episode. Like I'm saying, I'm thinking that's gonna be just a segment, dude. Drop those. Drop them like they're hot, dude. We already got all the prints queued up for the next one. Andy shot them all. We'll keep the rider on the hush, but hopefully we can get him in here soon and get his out. And I'll just keep those coming, dude. And see what photographers want to get involved. If not, I can line them up for days. And it sounds like Andy's down, but I'm sure other people are going to be down too. And I think it's a cool thing, man. Let's celebrate these photos. It's cool seeing the stack all at once from somebody's career. To me, that's really, really cool. You know, some writers really mixed up who they shot photos with. So maybe those we're gonna have to like, I don't know, mix up photogs or I don't know. We'll figure it out though. I have a feeling we'll figure it out. It'll all be okay. But I thought that was dope, dude. It was really cool seeing that come together. And man, always so good to see Deadlung and LeBlanc, dude. Love the buds. Anyways, man, thanks for stopping by episode 3. We'll have another one coming out to you. It might be Tuesday. It might be Thursday. Nobody knows. No, just kidding. I'll be getting organized. We'll be catching up. I have someone who's going to be coming in here to help out, and that's huge. But I do want to say thank you to anybody who's bought any merch, anyone who's signed up for Patreon, anyone who just watches the show, man. You know, if funds are tight, I get it, dude. Hit like and subscribe, dude. That means so much to me. Anyone who hit the GoFundMe, dude, and helped me get the studio together, I wouldn't be here without you guys, man. All that is huge, and thank you. Anyone hear my dog back there? He is a psychopath. He is a certified psychopath. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not, but wow, dude, he's singing back there. Like, I don't know if he's waiting for his interview. He's warming his throat up, but ooh, Ooh, baby. He wants to start his own podcast. Maybe he's doing a podcast back there with dogs. But anyways, thank you to anyone who's shown some support. Nothing but love. Episode 3 is coming to a close. Episode 4 coming at you. Peace. Get out there and shred.